Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is your favorite host sjsrana reporting for July 11, 2023, time about 555 hours UTC. So, a lot of topics. Let's see the sun flaring. A lot of CMEs, as I've been telling for past 2-3 days, there has been a lot of flares. CMEs from sun directly facing Earth, and I've already been predicting for last 7-8 days that a lot of CMEs will be seen now, and we are seeing that already taking effect. So I'm going to report a lot of other issues and world events basically all across the globe. So let's first watch this sun flaring up, how these sunspots are gathering all across. You can see even the coronal holes are there. So I expect more CMEs down the line. Last one hit the Indian Ocean and the Indian subcontinent, Asia. We'll see how this time it flares up. Okay, first come first, we have this Mother Nature pouring down on India. Many call it Mother Nature wrath on India. For last few days, it has been a huge amount of colossal amount of rain pouring down of India northern regions, basically the state of Himachal, state of Punjab, state of Haryana, state of Kashmir. It has been inundated and it has been overwhelmed by the amount of rains that has caused landslides, floodings, flash floodings, and you can see all these roads have become like flood streets. You can see these trampled cars all across. So Mother Nature wrath continues unabated in India. That's what I will call it here. Even the Delhi has been put on red alert because of the Yamuna River crossing over 206 mark today in the morning, and they've started the evacuations. So folks, this is what is going on. Mother Nature wrath on India. The reason being, like you can say, India is having maximum number of perverts, pedophiles, and these Metaphor MOR-ONS rapists of India who play schemes, trick, gimmickry, different sort of neighbourhood, all these sort of things, games, Metaphor MOR-ONS. These people are now vanished. They don't see around. They are only there to, pick up females, girls in the neighbourhood. So the world community knows about it. What is India famous for? Metaphor MOR-ON rapists who play metaphor tricks, schemes, gimmickry in the neighbourhood. So Mother Nature wrath, they can't stop the disasters. They're only there to pick up females, girls in neighborhood, because it's a cartel run by All India Sex Trafficking Agency basically. So it's a teamwork. It's a colossal teamwork, I tell you. These Metaphor MOR-ONS are spread all across. They are agents of All India Sex Trafficking Agencies. So anyways, folks, shifting to a major issue of Larry Nassar. You remember this ex-doctor who used to work in sport complex in US, Larry Nassar. He has now been stabbed multiple times in the federal correctional facility in US. This is the same doctor who used to abuse minor girls. He has abused over hundreds and hundreds of girls. Over 30-40 victims have reported to the court, and he has been convicted multiple times. So again, he is being convicted for more females that come up with their assault theory and the trauma. So we got to see like how these pedophiles, perverts have been prospering. However, in US, there has been a lot of steps taken recently from Epstein. You remember this Epstein, who was a pedophile also, and he did also same way the Larry Nassar did. So even the Weinstein is in jail. The Jeffrey Epstein has been basically suicided in jail, per the alleged reports. However, we don't know the real story about it. Even the Ghislaine Maxwell is serving the jail term because of her assisting the girls to be delivered to Jeffrey Epstein. So all these people now, we are seeing the karma bouncing back. So it's the karma on them. That's why you see these stabbings on Larry Nassar, who was ex-doctor in US gymnastic team facilities. So folks, we got to be seeing all around the world. In India, basically the perverts, pedophiles enjoy. They are more respected in India, because I keep repeating, in India, 8 out of 10 every India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt and pathological liars, attacking humanity and truth tellers. That is what most are, because they are perfect liars, pathological liars. So we got to be very careful. In India, perverts, pedophiles enjoy the maximum benefit, because the largest, fastest growing empire in India, sex trafficking agencies, are giving them the maximum deliveries of females and girls, playing Metaphor MOR-ON tricks, gimmickry in the neighborhood daily. At night hours, delivery is done, and it's very secretive in nature, and the secret location and time for females stored to be raped are only provided by All India Sex Trafficking Agencies for pedophiles and perverts of India. So innocents and saints always avoid being in their trap. They don't come into the lure of this sex trafficking agencies of India. So folks, recently this very good documentary on Australia, 60 Minutes Australia, has been released, catching a notorious stalker tormenting female women online. So this trend is going on all across the globe now with the social media and internet, that these stalkers now are stalking females, girls online. They're trolling them, they're watching all their social habits, and they're trying to basically lure them and trap them. In India, these people are huge in numbers because they are cyber criminals, they're IT experts, and they can track and troll every female possible. So this the people have to be very aware of this social media. So as you can see how these females are reporting the sex trafficking agencies of India, how they pick up girls, they'll find their vulnerabilities, they'll find what they're doing, what they're up to, and what is their problem, what are they desiring. These people are all around scattered in India because India is a poor nation. So 80%, 60% of its population is very poor. So they are employed by all India sex trafficking agencies in neighborhood to hunt females, to watch them, surveillance every person in the neighborhood. So it's very easy done in India. A person sitting in US can never comprehend how easy it's in India for sex trafficking agencies to recruit and to entrap females, girls. They are scattered all across neighborhood. You will not even know that these people who are well-to-do off, are agents of all India sex trafficking agencies, especially those who are receipt of a person, who are receiving these females from all India sex trafficking agencies. Basically, it's an entrapment. This is the story which is being laid here. Recent story of a girl who was 13 years old. She narrated how she was entrapped by all India sex trafficking agents and agencies. So females keep saying no in India 6,000 times, but the perverts, pedophiles of India are consistent and belligerent because, as I keep repeating, 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars, attacking humanity and truth tellers. Okay, folks, what we see in US and all across other nations, advanced nations like Australia, UK, all having a very hotline, which is, you can say, a national hotline for catching human traffickers. So any person who feels being trolled, being stalked, or being followed up by these traffickers, sex trafficking agencies, agents, they can report safely to this channel. Okay, another developing story for India is the US delegation, high-level delegation visiting India on taking the records of human rights abuses and violations of India. Basically, India has come to limelight not just for this year but past many years consistently. India has been rated the worst performing nation on human abuses. So human rights records are being recalled and they are being investigated now to a very high level, because recently there was a communal violence in Manipur, in India eastern state, where almost for 3 weeks constant burning of vehicles, property, looting, plundering, killing people, slaughtering people, and a lot of people displaced, over 40,000. This has been the trigger point for US delegation to see how India is protecting the human rights for minorities. Basically, Christianity, Muslim, and Sikhs are the minorities of India, including even Jain religious community. But India is now gearing up towards its nationalism, or you can say the fascist people around India wanting one nation declared as Hindu nation. That's the basic theme, and that's why a lot of communal violence are flaring all across India. People are targeting religious minorities basically for no good reason other than they being outspoken or they being exposing India government agendas or deep state agendas. That is why US is very serious on India. What level of sanctions can it put on India, or what levels of other things that can be put on India to curtail its ongoing agenda of ethnic cleansing. That's what people are calling ethnic cleansing in India. So as you can see, the state of Manipur, where hundreds of people have been killed and 3,000 injured in just few weeks. Okay, in just few weeks. So this is a grave situation for world community, but for India it's a regular affair, they call it. India government was unfazed. It says, oh, it keeps happening every now and then. So that's the attitude India government has on minorities, human rights. So you can imagine a reporter recently, when India PM Modi visited White House, a reporter named Siddiqui, a well-seasoned reporter of Wall Street, asked a simple question of how India is protecting, or how PM Modi is ensuring that protection of minorities, human rights are there in India. Just asking that simple question, the Siddiqui, Miss Siddiqui, a female who was trolled by India goons, all of the India goons trolled her heavily, and even the White House lambasted India government that why are you letting these goons, these fascist, racist people track this simple lady who asked a simple question on human rights in press conference in White House. So you can imagine this is the state of a simple reporter who is in US residing in States, but what will happen to a person who is trying to expose India government ethnic cleansing agenda? You can imagine the fate of that person. How they will destroy or decimate their family, their structures, their everything. They will become, you can say, like a missile honed on to decimate a simple human right activist. So, folks, these things are bothering world community, that India calls itself a democratic nation, but whereas India is the least ranked on Press Freedom Index, on global human rights, on many other forums, India is ranked lowest. But only Metaphor MOR-ONS rapists are seen all around. They are basically running fake schemes, tricks, gimmickry. Recently, there has been a case, which is a 30-year-old case, has been re-investigated by the CBI, Central Federal Agency of India, on 1984 Sikh-roids, so-called Sikh-roids. Basically, it was a pre-orchestrated, pre-planned manslaughter, or you can say a mass slaughtering of people, especially the ethnic community of India, Sikhs. So the case has been reopened, and the hearing will be happening on July 19th, 2023. So basically, this person who is a Congress man, or who is a Congress representative, Jagdish Titler, has been named mostly, and they have been saying that there are reports that people who are live witness of him, he was a congressman, he was a lawmaker at that time, was found actively involved in killing people, killing ethnic minorities of India. So that case has been ongoing. We'll see how it will fare out. Basically, a lot of court documents, evidence are required in India to prove that someone was instigating the ethnic violence. So at that time, 1984, there were not much cell phones, you can see. So people don't have recordings, live recordings of a person who is doing all these ethnic cleansing agenda. So way back in 1984, it was very hard to even capture on film. So folks, we'll see how this pans out, and we move on to the latest other news.
Eleventh, 2023 World Events. Live Mother Nature Wrath on India killing dozens. New Delhi issues emergency evacuation of low-lying areas. 37 plus killed by Mother Nature wrath. More are expected to be displaced. While India spending over $70 million in moon missions, if even $10 million USD was spent on infrastructure, no more killings. However, India spends more on other issues than on people, claims international think tank, Shrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. https://timesofIndia.india.times.com/city/delhi/rain-news-floods-landslides-rains-floods-dash-monsoon-md-alert-rain-flood-dash-india-today/live-blog/101622770.cms. In Himachal Pradesh, worst hit by the rain fury, there was no let-up in the monsoon fury on Monday, with landslides and flash floods, triggered by incessant rain, damaging houses, properties worth hundreds of crores of rupees. Overpopulation of India is culprit, 1.5 plus billion population bomb. https://youtube.be/anzadup43nxg https://www.cbsnews.com/news/india-flood-monsoon-rains-flooding-deli-landslides-deaths-forecast/. Many people in India awaiting neighbourhood. Metaphor MOR-ONS rapists running fake schemes, tricks, gimmickry to pick up and rape maximum number of females, girls, stamping them with devil's mark on forehead. Best beasts leaving mark on forehead and stomachache impregnation process for maximum fastest population expansion on planet Earth. https://theprint.in/india/maha-minor-rape-forced-to-undergo-abortion-14-book/1662470/. Need more examples of India metaphor morons, rapists, schemes, tricks, gimmickry in neighborhood? If females girls delivery is taken out of daily metaphor morons, gimmickry, schemes, tricks, there shall be no metaphor morons, rapists picking up metaphor games, tricks, gimmickry in neighborhood. Many in India still seeks metaphor morons, rapists to stop India disasters, now all vanished, claims international think tank, Shrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. Over 30 dead already in India. https://www.theguardian.com/world/2023/jewel/10/India-floods-new-delhi-rain-record-deaths. _HSME equals 265,690,301. Massive strategic failures of Russia, losing many troops per day, claims international think tank. https://www.msn.com/NS News World Russia Ukraine Live Updates Putin met Prigozhin after Wagner rebellion. ARAA-1 Kiev. Space Command Center activated, claims Western nations. Can rods from sky kill all projectiles from Russia, asks experts. Shrana Surinderjit Singh Rana. https://news.yahoo.com/russia-ukraine-war-holds-key-210456170.html. https://on-world-press.wordpress.com/2023/07/10/russia-ukraine-nado-wars-the-as-metaphor-morons-rapists-hide-under-disasters-india-flood-disasters-killing/. The U.S. President meets UK PM. NATO next sanction steps. https://youtube.be/vwd9copy. Disgraceful Dr. Nasser stabbed multiple times in Fed correctional facility. Hunting females secretly. https://youtube.be/6z063z86cm. Taking advantage of doctor position, assaulted dozens of minor girls of the U.S. https://youtube.be/y0octreer0y. Unlimited water flows in NY, U.S. Zero loss of life reported in the U.S. https://youtube.be/zomgpfux4x8. 29 people killed by Mother Nature wrath in India unabated. Metaphor morons, gimmickry, schemes, tricks in neighborhood can't stop disasters, can it? https://youtube.be/h2hoik_j8hc. Explain India's advanced technology, metaphor morons, rapists, schemes, tricks, gimmickry in neighborhood for delivery of females, girls, human sex trafficking daily for perverts, metaphor morons. https://youtube.be/7pser8cq. Mother Nature wrath on in India continues unabated as India prepares for moon landing. Metaphor morons, gimmickry, schemes, tricks in neighborhood can't stop disasters, can it? https://youtube.be/3if8knckg. Metaphor morons, gimmickry, schemes, tricks in neighborhood can't stop disasters, can it? Mother Nature wrath on India unabated now. https://youtube.be/brlvslflj_o. Explain India's advanced technology, metaphor morons, rapists, schemes, tricks, gimmickry in neighborhood for delivery of females, girls, human sex trafficking daily for perverts, metaphor morons. https://youtube.be/7pser8cq. Worldwide events. https://youtube.be/bilvma8c. Human rights concerns on India, more questions than answers, claims international think tank. https://newsrescue.com/us-delegation-brings-human-rights-concerns-to-India/hunting females, girls secretly in neighborhood, silently stalking then. India 14 years old impregnated with rapes 14 people arrested overall teamwork in luring enticing and trapping enslaving sexually assaulting minor girl as sexual object of sexual gratification. Hunting minor girls of India is most common practice in neighbourhood, mostly are haunted by agents of all India sex trafficking agencies. Later distribution in neighbourhood for all enjoyment of perverts. https://theprint.in/india/maha-minor-rape-forced-to-undergo-abortion-1662470/. The girl confided in her mother and complained of stomach pain. A sonography was subsequently conducted and it was found that she was 7 months pregnant, he said. On June 24, the girl and her mother were taken to Aurangabad, where the girl was given some pills to terminate the pregnancy. The victim gave birth to a stillborn baby girl, the official said. India sex trafficking agencies provides neighborhood location storage of females girls for perverts to rape secretly at night hours, only perverts morons rapists trespassing into house villas to rape females girls. https://news.webindia123.com/news/articles/india/20230709/409728.3.html. For experts on rapes, India state of Uttar Pradesh Bihar production maximum perverts population to rape most of India females girls across spreading in India. Even Mumbai. Auto rickshaw driver raping, assaulting woman passenger in Airy, it's becoming free for all championship daily in neighborhood. https://www.latestly.com/agency-news/india-news-mumbai-auto rickshaw-driver-arrested-for-raping-assaulting-woman-passenger-and-airy-5255658.html. Mother Nature wrath on India continues unabated. No Metaphor MOR-ONS rapists schemes tricks gimmickry can stop disasters in India, claim international think tank. Metaphor MOR-ONS gimmickry are only hunting females girls in neighborhood. https://www.irishtimes.com/video/world/asia-pacific/2023/07/10/buildings-cars-and-roads-washed-away-as-northern-india-hit-by-flood/. https://https://on-human-rights-abuses-india-on-human-rights-visit-india-dash-on-human-rights-dash-filling-visit-india-flood-disaster-killing-people-wildlife-india-preparing-for-moon-mission is highest technological advancements of India in 21st century, all applause. https://www.cnbc-tv18.com/science/chandrayaan-3-isro-launch-india-moon-mission-chandra-sing-announcement-171743331.htm. India to make payments to Russia in yuan. https://www.precorder.com/news/40251721. New Delhi. Indian refiners have begun paying for some oil imports from Russia in Chinese yuan, sources with direct knowledge of the matter said, as Western sanctions force Moscow and its customers to find alternatives to the dollar for settling payments. U.S. ready to help India ethnic violence if asked for help. https://youtube.be/x3exoxpay. India massive marital rapes unabated. India slams Pakistan in UNSC. India preparing third moon landing attempt to prove India capabilities to world leadership. Can it do it on third attempt? July 7, 2023. Meta Threads launched. Shrana on Threads app. https://youtube.be/wjwkphe. India moon lander third attempt. Using threads from Meta, https://youtube.be/noxkerfuo. Always remember Shrana never participates in Metaphor MOR-ONS rapists schemes tricks gimmickry in neighbourhood daily India, all India sex trafficking agencies MORONS hijacking communications cell phone daily of innocents to facilitate sex trafficking females girls in neighbourhood. Thanks. Surinderjit Singh Rana. Google search, beforeitsnews Shrana. When in India, always be aware of impostors, impersonators, pedophiles, perverts, trespassing morons. Many surveillance data and communication for stealing IPR neighborhood surveillance by impostors in neighborhood. Hashtag Shrana. +918968107947 WhatsApp. 6,239,428,115 mostly used by Shrana. 7,073,397,947. 7,073,357,947. Hashtag Shrana. www.ownworldpress.wordpress.com Instagram.com/Shrana. Direct messaging. Threads, Shrana. Donations to humanity-related work for this site click https://paypal.me/Shrana.
Okay, folks, I leave you with this wonderful morning sightings. I've seen lovely birds. These white birds were seen trolling around the park facing my front yard. And as you can see, these birds are...
An explosion bomb. At Shrana. Always remember Shrana never participates in Metaphor MOR-ONS rapist schemes tricks gimmickry in neighbourhood daily India, all India sex trafficking agencies MORONS hijacking communications cell phone daily of innocents to facilitate sex trafficking females girls in neighbourhood. Thanks. Surinderjit Singh Rana. Google search, beforeitsnews Shrana. When in India, always be aware of impostors, impersonators, pedophiles, perverts, trespassing morons. Many surveillance data and communication for stealing IPR neighborhood surveillance by impostors in neighborhood. Hashtag Shrana. +918968107947 WhatsApp. 6,239,428,115 mostly used by Shrana. 7,073,397,947. 7,073,357,947. Hashtag Shrana. www.ownworldpress.wordpress.com Instagram.com/Shrana. Direct messaging. Donations to humanity-related work for this site click https://paypal.me/Shrana. Locale. X=N_US. Google search. #May 2020 W3. YouTube search Shrana.
So, okay, folks, as you can see, Sound of Freedom movie has revealed that sex trafficking is fastest growing industry in the world, and it's become empire in India. These racing honking bikers who are nothing more than agents of sex trafficking agencies. They are hidden secret agents, and they are hunting females in the background in neighborhood and also delivering females. These are the watchers, or you can say the evil eyes of the sex trafficking industry of India. That's how these people are running this business. They look like very common people, rider on a bike, but they are actually sex trafficking agents mostly. And the disturbing report has been released by India Police from Delhi, which is their commendable job. They have released that neighborhood perverts, rapists are serial rapists. They are basically preying upon females, and they are agents of sex trafficking agencies also. This is what I am claiming. But the police so far has claimed that it is the biggest surprise to them that most of the females are being raped by the neighborhood perverts, pedophiles, because they are hunting females in the neighborhood. So you can see all reports on my news story on my World Mud Press, also this Before It's News. While I'm not reporting on Before It's News now, it used to be in 2010 till 2015. So most of my articles and reports are on YouTube now by sjsrana. So you can subscribe if you wish to have the latest updates. Here my cats enjoying treat. So I have two cats, Jenny and Joycey and Benny, as you can see around my robo. Okay folks, I take leave. I'm going to end this session now, and we'll see you next session. Take care.